This is sum number 21. Use this substitution y equals e power x to solve each of the following equations. And first let's take A. It says e power x equals 7 minus 12 e power minus x, and we have to substitute y equals e power x. So substitute y equals e power x, and this equation becomes y equals 7 minus 12 times e power minus x can be written as 1 over y. So further simplifying this, y equals, let's take LCM, 7y minus 12, and y squared equals 7y minus 12, or y squared minus 7y plus 12 equals 0. This is our equation, and we can solve this. So how to go about this? We can split the middle term. If you add, it should give negative 7, and if you multiply, it should give plus 12. So this is, we can split like this: y squared minus 3y minus 4y plus 12 equals 0. So negative 3, negative 4 will give negative 7, and negative 3 times negative 4 will give plus 12. So this is y into y minus 3 minus 4 into y minus 3 equals 0. Therefore y minus 4 times y minus 3 equals 0, where, and we can say y equals 4 or y equals 3. There are two possibilities, so let's do them one by one. If y equals 4, therefore e power x equals 4, because the substitution was y equals e power x. Now this is an index form, we can write it in log form. So x equals log base e of 4, which we know we can write like this: natural log of 4. So x equals natural log of 4, and if you find the value, x equals 1.386 or x equals 1.39. This is our answer for case 1, if y equals 4. Now let's do case 2, if y equals 3. Therefore e power x equals 3, or x equals log base e of 3, which is equal to, which is natural log of 3, and therefore x equals 1.10 if you substitute the value. So x can take two values, 1.39 and 1.10. So that's about it. Now let's do subdivision B. So this is e power 3x plus 2 times e power x equals 3 e power 2x. Now we can slightly modify this and write it as e power x raised to 3 plus 2 times e power x equals 3 times e power x raised to 2. So it will be easy for substitution, because we have to substitute y equals e power x. Now, so this equation will become y cubed plus 2y equals 3y squared. Now we'll bring everything to the left hand side. Y cubed minus 3y squared plus 2y equals 0. We can take y as common element outside the whole equation. Now this is y squared minus 3y plus 2 equals 0, or y squared minus 3y plus 2 equals 0. This is the equation which we need to solve. Now we have to split the middle term in such a way that if you add, it should give negative 3, and if you multiply, it should give 2. It's fairly easy. So this will be y squared minus y minus 2y plus 2 equals 0. Now if you see, minus 1 minus 2 will give you negative 3, minus 1 into minus 2 will give you plus 2. So y times y minus 1 minus 2 into y minus 1 equals 0. Y minus 2 times y minus 1 equals 0, or y equals 2 and y equals 1. If y equals 2, so if y equals 2, e power x equals 2, and if you convert this into log form, x equals, now e will go to the base, so I'm going to write it directly as natural log of 2. And what will be the answer for this? X equals natural log of 2, therefore x equals 0.693. And what is the case 2? Case 2 is if y equals 1, therefore e power x equals 1, and if you convert this to log form, x equals natural log of 1 is equal to 0, therefore x equals 0. So x can take two values, x equals 0.693 or x equals 0. Now let us do the subdivision C problem, which is 2 e power x equals 7 square root of e power x minus 3. So as given in the problem, let's substitute y equals e power x. So substitute y equals e power x. So this will be 2y equals 7 root y minus 3. Now it has got a root y, and we have to bring it into a quadratic equation form for us to easily manage and solve this. So what we can do is we'll make one more substitution. So watch this carefully. So let y equals m square. So what will happen? 2 times m square for y equals 7 times, and root of y will be root of m square, which is m. So 7m minus 3. Now we'll bring everything to the left side and rearrange this. 2m square minus 7m plus 3 equals 0. Now this is a neat quadratic equation, and we can solve this by splitting the middle term. So how can we split this? 2m square minus 6m minus m plus 3 equals 0. So minus 6 minus 1 will give you minus 7, and minus 6 into minus 1 will give plus 6, which is 3 times 2. So this is neatly set up now, and we can take 2m outside. M minus 3 minus 1 into m minus 3 equals 0. Therefore 2m minus 1 times m minus 3 equals 0, or 2m minus 1 equals 0, which means m equals 1 over 2, and m minus 3 equals 0, which means m equals 3. So there are two values for m, and we have to put it back in y and get the value for y. Now case 1, if m equals half, what does it mean? From y equals m square, we can say y equals half raised to 2 by substituting value of m. So therefore y equals 1 over 4. Now we'll continue this. If y equals 1 over 4, it means from y equals e power x implies 1 over 4 equals e power x, or power x equals 1 over 4. And if you remove the index and write it in log form, this will be x equals natural log of 1 over 4, and therefore x equals negative 1.39. So this is the first value. Second case, if m equals 3, what does it mean? From y equals m square, we can write y equals 3 square, which implies y equals 9. So we have to use this y equals 9 and get the other value. We know now y equals 9. Now if y equals 9, e power x equals 9, or x equals natural log of 9, which is equal to 2.20. Therefore x equals 2.20. So x can take two values, and one of them is minus 1.39 and 2.20.